that time of the year, mosquitoes flying everywhere on these trails. And what did I read today? I guess Walmart's apparently announcing its app of sort for its drone delivery program. This one says Walmart's retail renaissance brings better to life with innovation integrations. As it says here, today's customers are tech savvy with elevated expectations around how, when, and where they shop. Walmart is meeting this customer demand with adaptive retail innovations that intuitively fit into the customers' lives as they seamlessly move across platforms and places. That makes me wonder how true that is, because depending on the store and so forth, I would imagine a lot of people are still very low tech, like they don't like all the fancy gizmos and stuff like that. Although for this, it says here, since Walmart began trialing drone delivery in 2021, the service has grown rapidly, completing over 30,000 drone deliveries to date, signaling customers are embracing and enjoying the speed delivery option. Earlier this year, Walmart announced the largest drone delivery expansion of any US retailer, making drone delivery a reality for up to 75% of the Dallas-Fort Worth population. As a next step, Walmart is focused on enhancing the customer journey by bringing the ordering experience directly to the Walmart app. Starting later this month, customers in DFW will begin to be notified of the new ordering capability through the Walmart app if they are eligible for drone delivery based on the address associated with their account. The integration will be done in phases as more drone delivery sites launch and drone providers receive additional regulatory approvals to fly more goods across greater distances. Is anyone actually around those areas and has actually tried this out? Is it efficient? Is it really loud? It makes me wonder, does this make people potentially, I guess, lazier too, where you could literally just walk for, I don't know, maybe a minute or something like that to go pick it up, but instead you're like, oh, have this drone delivered to me. Funny enough, I actually read stories like that where for a lot of those delivery programs like DoorDash, for example, people are shocked, I guess, that do those gigs where people are delivering McDonald's foods and so forth literally 1 block away. So I wouldn't be surprised if people do it with this too, but I guess overall, you're gonna expect to see this stuff everywhere. And speaking of things in the air, this was kind of crazy. Apparently there was this YouTube video that went really viral where somebody flying a helicopter who was fully licensed and all that, to my knowledge, had people inside shooting fireworks out of it at a car below. And as you can imagine, it looked really crazy and it generated a lot of attention. Now, with that in mind, apparently what they were doing was illegal and now they've been charged, I guess, federally. It says here, YouTuber facing federal charges for shooting fireworks from helicopter at Lamborghini. YouTuber Alex Choi is facing federal charges after uploading a video showing 2 women shooting fireworks out of a helicopter aimed at a Lamborghini below. With almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube, Alex Choi has amassed a rather sizable following thanks to his car-focused videos. In June 2023, Choi hired helicopter pilots and drone operators to film a crazy hectic fireworks show where 2 women can be seen shooting firework cannons aimed at a Lamborghini out of the side of a helicopter hovering above a barren lake. On June 4, 2024, a criminal complaint and arrest warrant were filed against Alex Choi for causing the placement of an explosive or incendiary device on an aircraft, and the influencer is facing federal charges for the crime. Oh, it took a while too to actually do this. You would think something that big would have got their attention to take action right away, huh? It says, although he wasn't the one shooting the fireworks, the complaint states that they have probable cause to believe that Choi committed the crimes, as he admitted several times in the video as being the mastermind behind the GTA-esque video. So that's Grand Theft Auto, the video game, for those who don't know, where you literally drive around with the car, for example. You could commit crimes and so forth. It's a really popular game. The FAA has revoked the license of the helicopter pilot in the video, and they revealed in the document that it was because the altitude it was flying and the fireworks being shot from the aircraft created a hazard. Oh, so what would you think of that? It's kind of interesting too, just reading some of the comments that people were writing online where they were saying the pour, for example, sand on the ground, like they didn't think it was a big deal. But I guess in this case, as they say in the US, I suppose it's illegal to carry and I guess launch things like a fireworks when it comes to things like aircraft without getting approval. And at the same time, they say the property they're in is, I guess, private federal property. So kind of crazy overall, but I guess the things people do to get attention, huh? And this was kind of controversial here. Apparently, the university here, UBC, posted this ad of sort advertising for some, I guess, faculty to hire for the faculty of dentistry. And apparently, there was some controversy because of the requirements for this actual job in terms of the applicants. Like, they say some standard stuff here. For example, applicants must meet the eligibility requirements for a Tier 1 CRC position. Tier 1 CRC nominees must be professors or associate professors who are expected to be promoted to the professor rank within 1 or 2 years of nomination. So it sounds like a bunch of technical stuff for people within the field. However, with that said, it seems like they're restricting this to specific types of people, which is getting people to wonder, is this even legal? It says here, in accordance with UBC's CRC Equity, Diversity and Inclusion Action Plan, and pursuant to Section 42 of the BC Human Rights Code, the selection will be restricted to members of the following federally designated groups: people with disabilities, Indigenous people, racialized people, women, and people from minoritized gender identity groups. Currently, UBC has a gap in representation for people with disabilities. Until such time as this is remedied, the names of those self-identifying as having a disability will be provided separately to the search committee in order for them to follow the preferential hiring strategies. Now, the rationale, as you can see here, is they have very little, I guess, representation of those groups of people in those departments, so they kind of need to fill in the gaps, if that's what you want to say. But I think the most you could go in these types of situations is you could say, for example, you encourage applicants of this background. But I don't know, in terms of just restricting it to specific types of people like this, again, how is this actually legal? It makes me curious how this is going to unfold eventually. All right, see you guys later.